On the morning of March 11, 2011, the peaceful coastal city of Minami-Sanriku, Japan, was carrying on with its normal routines. Children were in school, and people were busy with their daily work when a powerful earthquake, measuring 9.0 on the Richter scale, struck. The ground shook violently, as if sounding an alarm for the disaster to come. Ryo, a 9-year-old boy, was sitting in his classroom with his friends when the earth began to tremble. Despite his young age, Ryo remained calm in the face of danger. The school quickly activated its evacuation plan. Students were led outside to the open playground, and for a moment it seemed like the worst had passed. But what most people didn't realize was that the real disaster was still on its way. Enormous tsunami waves had formed in the ocean, rapidly approaching the coast. Sirens began blaring throughout the city. With every minute that passed, the waves drew closer, and the time to escape was slipping away. Ryo, always a sharp and observant child, overheard the warnings coming from a portable radio one of the teachers was carrying. Not everyone could hear the warnings clearly amidst the chaos. At that moment, Ryo realized the danger was far greater than anyone had imagined, and the water would reach the city at any moment. Instead of fleeing to the higher ground like he was supposed to, Ryo made a life-threatening decision. He rushed towards the nearby residential area close to the school and began frantically knocking on doors. His voice trembled with fear, but stayed determined. "Run! A tsunami is coming." He moved from house to house, knocking on every door, calling out to anyone who could hear him. Some people immediately responded to his warnings and began fleeing, while others hesitated at first, but upon seeing the child's determination, they realized they had no time to waste. Ryo didn't stop. He didn't think about himself. All that mattered to him was saving as many lives as he could. Within minutes, the massive waves began crashing into the city. The water swallowed everything in its path, destroying homes, overturning cars, and sweeping away anyone who hadn't escaped in time. But thanks to Ryo's bravery, many families made it to safety on the high hills. When the waves finally receded, the city was left in ruins, but countless lives had been saved, thanks to that little boy who chose to face danger instead of fleeing from it. The lesson of the story: Ryo, a 9-year-old child, taught the world a powerful lesson in courage and responsibility. You may be young, but you can make a huge difference when you choose to act bravely for the sake of others. Make the video in 16:9 aspect ratio.